listen, you do not have to go in there, and you can come out at any time. We will love you more than those who are taking you to kill the child.
A little baby. Go home at night to your families, and they say, well, what did you do today? Well, we help protect the murder of about 24 babies.
Would you like a pamphlet, ma'am? Ma'am, you do not have to do this. If you are a mother, you do not have to do this.
The Apostle Paul says, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, for it is the power of God to salvation for everyone who believes, for the Jew first and also for the Greek. For in it the righteousness of God is revealed. We are here to give you the good news of Jesus Christ, the gospel of Jesus Christ, that God saved. He came to save. He came to pay a price you could not pay. For the wages of sin are death. And what you are doing here today is an abomination in His sight. His word says, thou shalt not murder. It doesn't say thou shalt not murder except, or but, or if. He will not be bargained with. You cannot justify yourself in the sight of a holy God. What you are doing is an abomination in His sight. You are murdering an image bearer of God. And you are paying somebody to do it. And it doesn't matter if you're just here to support somebody. Or it doesn't matter if you're wearing a nice yellow vest volunteering to help murder people. God has brought us here as ambassadors of Christ to bring to you the reconciliation of God. But in order for you to be saved, in order for you to be reconciled, you have to know just how far you are from Him. For if you aren't lost, you don't need to be found.
Could you please say?
But I am here to tell you, according to the words of Christ, you are condemned already. Everybody likes to use John 3:16 as their get out of hell free card. It does not work that way.
Excuse me, ma'am. You look kind of like, would you just take something to read? It's okay. You can just, I know they don't want you to read this and think about it, but it just basically talks about abortion and the gospel and forgiveness for the sin of abortion, freedom in Christ, knowing Christ, not having to sacrifice a child. Did you go there for that reason today and leave? Did you go there? I mean, just birth control? You don't have to tell me, but I'm telling you, the reason all these people are here and the reason we're yelling and trying to give things to people is because we're trying to hold you back from making one of the biggest mistakes that you can possibly ever make, and that's kill a child. You'll never forget the day that you killed a child, and that blood guilt will be on you for the rest of your life. And so, yes, we are raising our voices against injustice. We are doing that. We are trying to hold people back from the slaughter because you don't need to do it. There are other ways, and there are people who help you. We'll put away all the signs and help you. We'll try to find some people who will help you in this community. But we live in a culture, we don't think you should have the choice to kill a child. But in that culture, where you do have a choice, we would say, choose life. Are you thinking about it? Have you already done it? Okay. Well, that's a place of death. And we don't know what people are going through, coming in and out. We don't know the whole story, right? And we actually don't know whether you've done it or not. There's no way for us to know. So we have to just say, please do not do it. It is a wicked sin, and it'll mar you. It is murder, and you will have to stand before the Creator, the God who made life, your life, the life of all those people you know, and the life that we can put in our own wombs. He made all that, and we spoil it. We love ourselves so much that we would kill people to cover up sin, to cover up, or to make room for opportunities. We'll kill people just for ourselves. And we'll stand before God and He'll say, listen, there was that time and you were thinking about doing this evil deed. And there were people and they said, don't do it, please, Mom, don't do it. And if you do it, you're not just doing it against what we would want, you're doing it against what He would want. If you're thinking about going back in, I would just encourage you, do not go back in. Go home. Find people who love you, not people who want to take money from you, not people who want to pretend like they love you and they want to take some money and pay themselves or make themselves feel better about what they've done. People who love you and say, well, you know what? You can do it. Would you want some information? Thank you very much, ma'am. I pray you have a wonderful day. I'll pray for you. Ma'am, if you really are pro-choice, you should let her consider the weight of her actions. You shouldn't encourage people to kill people. She's a woman, she can think for herself, she can weigh and consider it. She doesn't need you trying to get them more money. Is the father around? Sir, if she does not want to do this, man, will you support her? Just, you gotta love her, you have to support. I can pray for her. Ma'am. Sir, can you support her?
No problem.
I want you to help her. Support her. Don't make her do this. Ma'am, is there someone else you can go who will help you? You don't have to do what he tells you to do. There are other people who, if he's making you do it, you do not have to do it. Someone, we just want to help. Y'all, why don't y'all stand up for her right? She does not want to do it. He's trying to make her do it. It's total hypocrisy on your part. Total hypocrisy. You've got a man. She doesn't want to do it. She's come in and out. I talked to her. She took the literature. She says she doesn't want to do it. And what's going on? You guys are all just standing silent. It's like you hate women and you don't think they can make a choice and like the man's got to bring them in there. What the heck is wrong with you? Hypocrites. She says no, she sits down, she starts reading. This sidewalk counselor goes over there to try to get her to go back in there and give them money to kill a child. What the heck is wrong with you? You're not pro-choice, you're pro-death, you're pro-murder, you're pro-sin. You're pro-get everybody else to be involved in this wickedness so I can feel better about myself. It's sick. Sir, why don't you put in your story the young woman who doesn't want to have an abortion and the man's yelling at her, trying to make her do it. Why don't you put that in your story? And all these sidewalk counselors are trying to make sure that she does it, siding with the man who's trying to take her to have the child killed. Because it's a bunch of bull. It's hypocrisy.
How many times have you heard the gospel and you turned from it? And you're hearing it again today. Jesus saves. We are here as ambassadors of Christ.
Standing up for human beings' rights. I know it's a closed-minded thing where you want to sit and have a little talk and chat. Well, you don't have to talk back. I'm just trying to tell you that men and women will rise up and they'll defend their neighbors. They'll love their neighbors. They will be opposed by people who have killed their children, and they feel bad about that, and they're trying to work off that sin by justifying it and lead other people to the slaughter. That's the situation. Sir, it's sin. The answer is sin, and it's slavery, and it's holding you down. You're on your way to death, and all along the way, you're trying to get other people to join you in that cause, the cause of death.
You're right, Black Lives Matter.
The separation, all the anxiety and turmoil between you and other people. You can only hang out with other people who do evil. Your hands are quick to shed blood. How many children have you conceived and then led to the slaughter yourself? That guilt has brought you back here, has made you a slave to this institution.